Hey guys, today with the topic, stop being a nice guy. So where do I start? When I accuse you of being a nice guy, what comes up in you? Good feelings? After all, you are nice and good. You don't get what you want sometimes, but so does everyone. At least you're trying to do it the good way and being recognized for it. Yeah right. In my opinion, nice guys are slimy betas who lie and cheat to get what they want in the back and then get mad about it when it doesn't work out their way. So what do you feel now? I can tell you from personal experience, your behavior is not what the great mass of women expect from a man, even if they would chew it up for you if you asked them about it. A nice guy is seen by the public as the opposite of the bad boy. However, this creates two extreme camps. One assumes that the bad boy is only out for his own advantage, sometimes acts morally reprehensible when it comes to remaining independent, prefers to ask for forgiveness rather than permission and does not carry a woman on his hands. So, which of these qualities is it that makes bad boys bad men? Short moment of silence is over, none. All of these traits are quintessentially masculine, and the lack of them actually makes you more of a woman without breasts, or with breasts, depending on how hard you've been binging at the buffet again. How the hell did I get there now on it? Oh well, male. Look at the contribution of the serious man on my channel with pleasure. Every characteristic that is listed there. From aggressive, to integrity and honesty, to the fact that you don't care what others think about you, all characteristics of a bad boy and not a nice guy. By aggressive, by the way, I mean goal-oriented with a certain drive to stick to a cause and not to lash out indiscriminately. But all these things are portrayed negatively in the media, the public and in today's education and projected onto the bad boy as a bad extreme. While, of course, it's great to be sweet, nice, a good listener, say yes to everything and want to conform to the norms, and then in return promise yourself that someday by chance you'll meet a woman who is the same way and wants exactly that. Then there is usually the white knight thinking, so the princess must be saved a bit and protected from the evil world. Can anyone tell me where the eye level in the relationship should be later? The truth is, of course women want a strong man they can rely on. But they don't want to be shaken, and if you behaved for 30 years in such a way that you were the pussy who nods off everything on the one hand and on the other hand you played the protector, because that's all it was, you can't embody two complete opposites in you, and you only played the knight for women while you were nice guys in all your other time, well, who should take you seriously then? Maybe you could if you had been diagnosed with a split personality, but then I would stay away from you as a woman for other reasons. So what is so bad about it, and why should I as a nice guy not find the woman for life, if I behave as addressed? After all, there are so many examples. Yeah right. In movies and in every circle of friends, the quota exception. And even with those he probably behaves completely different within the relationship than outwardly. Nice guys try over there, as well-trained behavior to get what they want. Unfortunately, it is not the woman's nature to go for the one who is nice and sweet to her, but the one in whom she sees the greatest potential to offer her what she needs. And female inevitably attracts male. If your behavior is unmanly, you will degenerate into a woman's best friend over time, and you will be a neuter for her sexually. Since I've recently seen an appropriate meme too. Roughly translated, women have men and girlfriends. If you are not their man, you are their girlfriend. And that's the way it is. If the tension and attraction between you isn't there from the start and is driven higher and higher by your demeanor and behavior towards her, then it sinks, and the attraction can sink far below the point where she has an interest in you as a man. This doesn't have to go so far that she doesn't care about you, but you mostly just know, she's going for me, so she must be interested somewhere taif inside, and she's ignoring me. In between, nice guys don't know anything. They think that if they just pay enough attention and are there for them, then something will eventually come from their side. But it is a fact that attention is something that always has to be more or less in balance in order to increase. If a woman writes to you once a week, well, how's it going, and you send her novels upon novels, send her pictures that she might like, jump immediately when she wants to get a mailbox attached after all that time and never get back what you feel you give, yes, then you're just caught in the nice guy trap and should reconsider your own self-worth, because you don't seem to think very much of yourself. And if you do, you have a pretty skewed perception, because the reality is, you don't make yourself valuable to the woman as a man by just being there for her and doing things for her. You make yourself valuable for her by knowing your self-worth, acting on it and increasing it more and more. This is what makes you attractive, among other things, because you have much more to offer them. You can be a 4 on a scale of 1 to 10. Every woman will want to have you as a friend if you are nice, kind and attentive. But as a partner they will still look for someone who is a bit above their own sexual market value. Simply because women can do that nowadays, and what stops you to do without this woman for a while, or not to give her your time and attention at every opportunity, to make yourself a 5 or 6 and then to come back and let her realize what she can have in you? And if she still doesn't want that? Who cares? There are a lot more opportunities out there once you start working on yourself, realize what you are really worth and stop treating women like little fragile things. If you don't make them your projects and hope for a lasting partnership. But if you simply exist to become happier tomorrow than you are today and share that someday with a woman who can fully engage with you. Not you on her. Your frame must count and she must enter into your frame. Not the other way around. Not that you move in together and you are happy to keep the PlayStation in black, because Madam determines the complete furnishing. That you don't stand there one day, the bedroom is painted pink and she tells you grinning, the color looked different when I mixed it at the hardware store. Don't tell yourself that in 2 years you won't have anything to say in such a relationship, and that lowers your self-worth as well as your attraction towards her. You'll gradually screw up every shit test, and when you've managed to get a child together, that's the only thing that will keep her with you and that you might be earning reasonably well. Which, by the way, you have achieved before or during the time you were still actively working on yourself. Women don't have to be your goal, your purpose, your mission. It is nice that they are there, and when you have found one who accepts you as you are, then that can last and you are loyal, gives security and your attention and love is in the right place. But before you can hope for the attention and true interest of a woman of such quality as you dream of, and you can, you need to stop thinking that you have already arrived where you need to be worth it. If you're still a nice guy, then you're definitely a great guy to have a lot of fun with. But look inside yourself. You lack certain qualities and the goal orientation, the focus that is attributed to a bad boy. A really serious man with a high sexual market value, who can actually demand from women and who has options, that combines the best qualities of both types. That of the good, nice guy and that of the self-determined bad boy, who doesn't give a shit what others think of him. And the negative points fall through the raster, because they are simply not useful to us in the end and neither attractive for women, nor do they bring us further in life in any form. Take care and see you in the next video.